Good evening, everybody. Davis, hey, how are you this evening? All right. Thank you all for joining me on this live today. I said I was going to go once a month, and what had happened was we were supposed to do it last week, and all things happened, and so here we are this week, even though it started a new month. So let's start out fresh. Hey, Carrie. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Trying something different. I had a vision of an origami unfolding, but that was the closest that I could get. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm okay with it. Hey, Danziel, how are you today? Okay, so on this live, here's what I need from you, if you don't mind. I need advice to somebody that is 10 years younger than you. This can be life, love, business, corporate, whatever it is. Just advice that you would give somebody 10 years younger than you. My whole goal with this is for this to be a video that somebody can come and pick up some knowledge and run with it, because they're like, oh, this is where I am in this season of life. It feels like one, you may be running behind, you may be behind in life, things of that nature. So I wanted a good video with some good information for somebody else to come back and pick. So this is the goal of this video for tonight. Let me get back on my thing. Doing good. Glad to hear. I also have some this or that questions that I want y'all's feedback on. I want to take this one back just because it said advice, and I'm in my 30s. And so I was like, we need some good old school this or that's for today. Let me know in the comment section. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon? Which were you growing up? I know my youngers won't get it, but it's okay. I really can't remember what was on Cartoon Network right this minute. That's where I'm struggling. I was more of a Nickelodeon girl. I'm thinking, what was on Cartoon Network? Hey, Maria. Nickelodeon for Maria. Okay, Cartoon Network. What was something on Cartoon Network? That's what I want to know, because that's what I don't remember. Boom, boom. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Count. Hey, friend. Nick then, when Nick at Night came on Cartoon Network. That is the difference. I was like, why did it not feel, is it separate now, or am I tripping? I may be tripping on that. Okay, I do remember Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I do remember Ed, Ed, and Eddie. There's one more with the little fairy girl, but it's not coming to me at all. What's the fairy? Y'all, what's the fairy girl? Thank you. It was the Powder Puff Girls. That's exactly what it was. Oh, mama. Hey, girl, hey. That was back in the day, but you would have to go back to my days. But see, Mom, you would remember Nickelodeon in the Little Bill days and Franklin. That's what you would remember. Why don't I remember the dog? Why don't I remember the dog? Now I want to look it up. I really do not remember this. What is the dog, y'all? Okay, I want to look it up. Brittany, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. I remember Dexter's Laboratory. That I do remember. It's okay, Mama. It's okay. You would have to go back to the Nickelodeon days with me, y'all. Mama was so in tune to the iPad that my god sister's baby had yesterday, and I was like, "Are you watching what they watching?" And she was locked and loaded with her, locked and loaded. Kara said, I remember Barney and Sesame Street and Schoolhouse Rock. I remember those for sure. Those were the good ones. It was me wanting to bust out in the Schoolhouse Rock, but I'm not gonna do. I'm only a bill. It's right there. It is right there. What is cow and chicken? Am I missing? But I think I remember cow and chicken. I do remember cow and chicken. I do remember that one. I still got to go back to the cowardly dog though. That I do. Mama, don't do my friend like that. Don't do my friend like that. Okay, here's my next one. Full House or Family Matters. I watched them both, but I'm gonna have to go Family Matters. I just love Michelle. How rude. That I still use that one to this day. Counts with me on the Family Matters. Step by. It's just all the songs. I love me a good step by step. That was my show. That was my show. Mama said, I remember Barney. Okay. Yes. We can go there. We can put those all in. No, the ones Carrie listed were not on PBS, or am I tripping? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I am tripping. Donziel has Family Matters. Maria has Family Matters. Count. I done skipped your message. There it is. TGIF was unmatched. When I say unmatched, whole line, hanging with Mr. Cooper. Why am I drawing blank? It was the best. If we could get a good Friday lineup, oh my gosh, to run it back. Cause see, I'm enjoying my Wednesdays with Chicago, Abbott. Something else is coming on Wednesdays, or maybe it's Tuesday, but it's nothing like a good TGIF. Yes, Maria, the highlight. Looking forward to it. And we stayed together we watched it together in my house. And so it was like, bye, Carrie. Can't talk about Family Matters because they Black. Well, and they are. And they are. And they are. We need one more. One more. Ooh, I want to know Count's opinion on this one. Gel pens or mechanical pencils? I was a gel pen girl all day long. All day long. Good people right there. Good people right there. Gel pens or mechanical pencils? Which one were you? All I did was want to play with the lead inside the pencil all day long. I'm just taking it out and putting it back in, breaking it. That's it. Whoop, whoop, Maria with the gel pen. I'm not alone. They were just so smooth, like in all the colors, all of the things, all of the things. That was my part right there. And I would draw in the margins with every color that I had, and then be mad when your gel ran out. Of course, you would have mechanical pencils, Daziel. Of course. Gel, because you had a look. I remember getting gel pens from the book fair. Like, especially when they came out. Mother, did y'all have gel pens growing up? Because I want to say y'all didn't. That's why I'm like, she's going with a good old mechanical pencil. You're so studious with your accounting and math. I see you, girl. Carrie. Carrie. A wooden pencil. Mechanical pencils did cost more. They did cost more. But see, that's exactly why you're a pen snob now. Okay, mama. Y'all didn't even have gel pens. It's okay. Have you ever written with a gel pen, mom? That's a might have to get you a pack for Mother's Day. Ain't nothing like a good gel. I mean, nothing like a good pen. Period. I have been on my Sharpie ones. I also like my good Pilot ones. All of the things. I'm just asking because, you know, they might not have been out back in the day when she was young. Okay, you have written with a gel pen. Okay, look at God. Look at God. Okay, so here's what I want to know. I want to know, what advice would you give somebody that was 10 years younger than you are now? Let me know. Let me know. Mama to my thanks, Carrie. So I started this conversation with Aisha last week when I was getting my hair done, and I'm running with her information first. I heard text her a minute ago. I was like, "Can I use yours in the live tonight?" And she was like, "Yes." So Aisha, we were talking about it in the standpoint of her being cosmetologist and all of that, and she was like, "Remember that it's okay to coast and float in the time that you are learning, looking and learning what exactly you want to do." She's like, those first 3 to 5 years, make sure that you build your clientele. And what I resonated with that piece of advice is that it's the same thing from cosmetology until photography into everything else. So many times, so many times we are literally just trying to do everything. And then you realize the things that make you happy, you realize the things that work for you. Just like for me entering this season of life with business, weddings are where I started. Like I literally started, yeah, a wedding. One of my church members asked me to do her wedding. And then here we are 14 years later. And so as I'm coming out of weddings and officially retiring out of it, and I'm like, I'm now in the season where I enjoy doing studio work. And I'm like, I didn't think that I would ever get to the point where I was like, this is all I really want to do. And I'm not saying that I would never go back, but when you find that thing that you enjoy and you can run with it as hard as you want, it's a different feeling. And the other thing she said was, all money ain't good money. I've had to learn this the hard way. I wish I would have heard someone else say it and me understand it and take it and run with it, but I didn't. And so it's like, yeah, I didn't did a hour and a half trip for a 25-minute session, and you're like, what did you get out of that? Because your gas tank took all of that money. And it's like, oh, but no. And then when you find the right clientele, that thing matter, because people are people, and people are going to do what they want to do. All right, jumping to the comment section. Carrie said that comparison is a thief. Don't compare. You're not behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. Life is going to be okay and turn out okay. I feel like I don't need to say anything else. Just gonna leave that right there because it's the truth. It is the truth. Because looking at social media puts everybody else's things right there in front of you. And so with you seeing everyone else's things, you're not seeing the backside. I always say, you see that one picture, but you don't see the frame before, or you have not pressed the picture when someone texted to you to hear everything that happened in that live video. So don't let that moment mess you up, because it will, and it can. And especially when you're in this season of, they have what I want. And it's like, check you. That's why I said there are moments that you need to pull back off social media. There's moments that you need to unfollow somebody. There are moments that you have to take care of yourself, because looking at everything else is like, this is not working. It is not working. Count. It's me reading twice. Date them all, count. Date them all. While she's saying date them all, I will also add my one that I wrote down. Stop playing the right wife role in a girlfriend position. Date them all that you want. Just make sure you know what you're doing, how you doing, what you do, why you do, and check that time, because don't waste that time. Do not waste your time and filling into a position that they never intended for you to hold. Hear me when I say. Carrie said, invest in you, put yourself first. You matter. That's a fact. That's something that I know y'all get tired of me saying, but oftentimes we put other people in front of ourselves. I have it bad. I'm working on my people pleasing, and yet it's still an issue there. And it's just like, oh, okay, here we are, still struggling. But the video that I recorded today that'll go up later, it was in this season, I had to take care of myself, because if I did not take care of myself, I wouldn't be able to run as hard as I wanted to run, or I'm paying for it health wise in my body later on. It's like, is it worth it though? Because you're worth it, but is what you're doing worth it? So yes. Okay, Carrie with the advice came locked and loaded. Carrie also said, never make a decision solely based off of money and income. Mental health matters. How many times have we been in a position just for that sake? And it's like, no, like, I think because we throw around the term mental health so often, it's like we can't overlook, how are you doing? How are you doing? The things that cause you anxiety to be in, going into a place day after day that is depressing. Like, pay attention to yourself, check in with yourself. All of these things matter. Hey, Ash. Ashley said, don't let people try to make you feel like being single, make you feel like being single, something is wrong. I just talked about it. This is a conversation that me and Ash stay talking about. She stay talking about it. And in the same breath, I also know that she praying for me. That's the other part of that. Make sure you have people around you that are praying for you, lifting you up, and truly care about you. Because, like I said, singleness is not a curse. I know that when I was younger, that was the mindset of like, it's something wrong with me. Here I am, getting better, growing. But in the single season, also, here's my added to Ashley's. In the single season, don't wait until this, that, and the third happens before you start living, because you will find yourself at 40 years old not having done any of the things that you wanted to do. And it's like, okay, just like my battle was to do it by myself. Like, I struggled to do it by myself. But like I said, I'm an only child. And so I just knew when I got of age and grown, I could have all the girls trips that I want. And it's like, that's not reality in all of it. It's somebody's reality. It hadn't been my reality. And so it's like, do what you can with who you can. Appreciate the ones that you do have, and appreciate the ones that hear you and see you and love you and value you. Because plenty of times I've poured into somebody that wasn't willing to pour back into me. And so this cycle got broken. Say that again, Ashley. Loud. 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 Because we can talk. Let me hush. I'm oppressed. Am I? I'm gonna leave it right there, Ash. You said it. You said it. But it's hard, especially if you're in a certain church. Like, church dynamics matter. That was one thing that me and Carrie talked about one day. Of who was it? OCC, one community church in Plano. They had a singles night for Valentine's Day, and I was like, bruh, I would have loved to go and fellowship with like-minded people, but know your ministry. If you have a ministry that is missing the age gap that you are in, you gotta find somewhere else. So yes, and she is, and and be okay with the moment. I know some people are just like, I never want to be married. I don't want to be in a relationship. Be okay with that as well. Because everybody else will tell you what you need to be in, and they struggling themselves. Bye, Carrie. Bye. Oh man, I know you missed me in the chat. I'm glad to know. I'm glad you know I'm trying to catch up. I did. Mama had just said she hadn't seen Mr. Cooper in the chat. I mean, in the comment section. I was like, but I saw you in March Madness. I was like, he catching up. Ooh, I like it, Count. I like it. Don't be scared to start over. Do it as many times as you need to get it together, no matter what it is. That's a fact. That is a fact. That I don't have nothing else to add to that one. Cause it is scary to start over, but it's also scary to stay in something that you were not meant to be in. So take that for what it is. Cause there's a difference in starting over and quitting. That it is. And so it's like identify what's best for the moment. You have to. You have to identify what's best for that moment because sometimes you just need a fresh start. Kier said, that's good. Nobody ever gets it right the first time. Mistakes are at the end of the world. We're always learning. And we are. Same thing with the thing that you want to do that you are afraid to do. For me, it was this being in front of the camera, recording a video, going live. All of these things are not in my natural wheelhouse. And it's like, I don't necessarily like my voice. I don't always love who I am when I look at myself in the mirror. I feel like what I have to say doesn't matter. And it's like, Brittany, if you don't just show up, the first video will look horrible. But you post it, but you did it. And if it doesn't work, start over, do something different. Figure out what you need in this moment. Figure out what you need in this moment. Hey, Miss Gabrielle. Oh, she definitely asked about you. She definitely asked about you. That she did. I had one more. Oh, I guess my other one goes right along with who said it? Count. You just need to start work on your craft. But start. The first anything that you do will not be perfect. And then are we really looking for perfection? I need progress over perfection. That's honestly what I need. Because we're looking at something and it's always going to be that I could do this, I could fix this, I could change this. But if you're so critical about everything, you will never, ever, ever do it. And it's like, wow. Nah, start, fix, get better. And that's with anything. You can plug and play that with any part of it. That you can. Like Carrie said, keep going no matter what. You're doing a great time lapsing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's something else? Aisha told me one more. I thought I put Aisha's all together and I didn't. Oh, I had my other one that I wrote down was I need you to love yourself now as you are and work to be better. Like all of this is flowing together, but there are times that, how do I want to word this? There's times that you may not like something about yourself, and yet it's who you are. And so we have this moment to change it, work on it, to be better. But how you talk to yourself and how you speak about yourself matters. Because you're not always going to get the best from the world. And so start here, start within so that you know what to pick up and what to leave. That goes back to the video that I posted about who told you that. We have to address the lie of who told you that. Know who you are, know whose you are, know who you are created to be. Because you are amazing. There are things that you may not like about yourself. That is okay. But who you are pretty amazing. Mama said, make sure you invest instead of spend everything you earn. Live above your means instead of above. Live above your means instead of above your means, because life happens. Baby, life will happen in a heartbeat. You think you think you smooth sailing until the smallest thing happened. That was like I was telling mom, looking back, I'm just praying that my tire did not burst, because I used to go through some tires, y'all. But knowing that that would mess me up for a good amount of time, and it's like, girl, you need your car and you need this tire, and you are so tight that if anything happens, you are stuck. So live above your means and stop paying attention to everybody else and what they have and what they're doing. This was a question that I had wanted to drop with one of my friends of, I don't know my wording, because I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm gonna leave that question until I get it better, because no, here's my workaround. Just because you like it doesn't mean you need it. And just because the people around you present well doesn't mean that's how it is. I'll go back to the example of, I feel like I'm telling somebody business and I don't want to. We're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna leave that one. We're gonna leave that one right there. Carrie said, don't ever be broke and have good credit. That's it. Period. That's it. Ashley agrees. Yes, we need to retire with some money. Run me my money and not have to do this, that, and the third. And get your life insurance while we edit, please. Please and thank you. It's important. Don't be a burden to your family after death. And we can't put you in the ground for some weeks because we weren't stewarding our money well. Miss Gabriel said, if someone calls you bougie, would you get offended? This happened recently. How would you respond? If they called you bougie, would you be offended? I don't think that I would. But I'm trying to sit in the moment. Does this person know me? I don't think I would be offended. I don't. But maybe I would. I don't know, Miss Gabriel. I don't know. I want to say that I wouldn't be offended because this is how you are viewing me. That's what I really want to say. But there are moments that you hear something so many times and it hits you the wrong way that one particular time, and that may be one of those. Yeah, I think that would be my answer. Is that my answer? I think that's gonna be my answer. Because it's like, I know I'm not now. I like what I like. And just because I like what I like and it may be above someone else's pay grade, it's just like, yeah, yeah. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Hey Tam, how are you? I got what you were trying to say, Mama. I figured that one at the end. Carrie said, trying to keep up with the Joneses and be house broke and car broke. Oh, what did my AT say one day? House happy, cash poor. I'm like, we ain't trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to do a car wash or a fish fry. That's what I wanted to say, Carrie. You said it. Mama said, who wants to sit at home after retirement and can't do anything? Nobody. You done worked all these years, but because you have not managed your money well, you just stuck. You stuck. Oh, count they be. Yes, they be. Yes, they do. People be pocket watching. And I think that's where I was trying to go with that. It is definitely someone's opinion. That's it. You can't handle all of that. No, get out my pocket. Quit managing my money, please and thank you. Oh, baby, mama finna go in for her friend. Finna go in. Some people don't know the difference between bougie and having having standards, or doing things or buying certain things we like. Okay, that you making me feel better about my answer, Ash. And people use bougie. Yes, they definitely do. And I think that's the part right there, Miss Gabriel, that hits me, is like you're using it in a derogatory manner, but it's like that's how you view me. It's just what I like. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm good. Glad to catch. Thank you for joining. Oh, well, thank you for tuning in. I was about to say I'll jump on yours if you go. Let me know that. Tam said I get called bougie all the time, and honestly, it's all about preference. That it is. That it is. Tam, do you have any advice to share with someone 10 years younger than you? I know that you are in a unique space of doing, I know you're in a unique space of doing your micro school. So what advice would you give somebody in that position if you had the 10 years of information that you have now? I want to go back to a this or that question. Where we going? Where we going? Okay, this or that. Game Boy or Nintendo 64? I'm going Nintendo 64. That's what I'm going. Game Boy or Nintendo 64? I should have done this one. I'm ready for Tam advice. She about to run something. Okay, Carrie with the Game Boy. Count with the Game Boy. Daziel holding me down with the Nintendo 64. Yeah. It's the it's the accessories as well, Cal. Like, don't play with her. Ashley with the Nintendo 64. Is Aisha in the building? She said, smile next time they say that you're bougie. That's just me. That just means that you're taking care of yourself with a higher standard, and they mad. They stay mad. Period. You know, I've never played Zelda. I have never played Zelda before. And Game Boy for Maria. Did I skip over Tam advice? Maybe I did. Okay. Skip it or bop it. I love them both. Both of them were my things. I'm gonna have to go bop it over skip it. I can hear the commercial in my head right now. Pull it, skip it, bop it. Man, we have some good toys. Make me wanna what's the thing? What is this? It's not a scrunchie. A slinky. Carrie said a skip it. Aisha said a skip it. Maria said a bop it. Daziel said a bop it. Okay, I'm going back to the Tam's advice. Tam said, 1, don't settle. 2, don't let everyone talk in your ear. Baby, all advice ain't good advice, and some people are intentionally trying to tell you what you shouldn't do. 3, save your coin. Running that, don't forget that. 4, make connections and value partnerships. Networking matters. Networking matters on all of that. 5, take chances on yourself. And 6, rest. I love it, Tam. I love it. Thank you much. Cam said both. I'll take bop it because I was more of a jump rope girl than a skip it girl. Can y'all double dutch? That's what I want to know. I was listening to Pastor Mike the other day, and he did his analogy, and I just knew he was gonna bring some ropes out on the stage and do a double dutch for us. But I'd be out of breath if I tried to double dutch on camera, mic'd up too. Y'all ain't gonna judge me. Tam said a bop it. Tam, this was the conversation of today. I need to continue to take my own advice. I'm telling someone else how to show up confident. And I was like, wait, I'm speaking to myself. So please know that as I give you this advice, I am actively listening to myself as well. So that's just what it is. Carrie, are you serious? Come on, jump rope team. Ah, I can never jump in. I had to start in the middle. The struggles that it would be embarrassed. Okay, Tam, it's a double dutch too. Tam, I bet you could jump right back in there, no pun intended, and be just fine. Just fine. That's my games. Those were my games. Okay, jumping jack. Okay, I see y'all. That just made me think about jacks. Mama taught me how to. Do you play jacks or do you shoot jacks? I don't know, but Mama taught me how to use jacks because I don't know. That I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it for real it'd be like that. It's like, okay, let me apply this to my own life. Girl boo, girl boo, you would do just fine jumping in. Okay, so you play jacks, not shoot jacks. You shoot dice. Cool. Got it. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. Okay. Another this or that real quick. Book fair or field day? I love them both. Like I loved them both. Love asking mama for some more money so I can give me another book. But fun day was those core memories. Oh, you shoot marbles? Okay. I hadn't heard of shooting marbles, Mom. What are you shooting? I thought you played marbles with jacks. Mm-mm. Run that field day for Carrie and Aisha and Daziel. Mama, y'all had field day back in the day? Okay, never mind. Book fair. I'm with you, Maria. Book fair me. Used to be excited. Okay, good to know y'all had field day. Thought this was just for the younger people. Field day for Ash as well. There was one more I saw that I wanted. Okay, this or that, light bright or etch a sketch. I used to love my light bright, y'all. That was my thing. Say that again, count. Like exactly. Carrie, I didn't mean it like that. Like this was segregation day, so I can't see them having field day back in the day. Be like, no, you finish. You read between the rest of those lines. Hold on, see, Carrie, you talking about me? Here she go. Oh, I didn't click on it. It was called Mayday. Mom, I need you to elaborate on Mayday. Oh, it would have been today. Okay, a good Mayday. Okay, it was at the black schools. I got you. I got you. Aisha, I'm just trying to figure out. Aisha got your back, mama. Oh, between her and Bug, y'all gonna have y'all back for sure. Tam said, "Yikes! I loved book fair, but field day was fun too." Hey, give me my message back. But I wasn't too great at sports. And the heat. Tell me about it. Take me to the book fair was 15 minutes during. Oh, it was all the same time. Ours were separate. I misread that, Tam. It was 15 minutes during the day while field day was all day. And that it was. Carrie said a light bright. Count said a etch a sketch. Mother, I was just asking questions. We need clarity. That's why I said I wanted the wisdom from my seasoned saints. Y'all did I just didn't know if y'all had what we had. Maria with the etch a sketch. Donziel with the Etch a Sketch, Tam with the Light Bright. They still make light brights. Oh, I want one. Oh, I want one. Brittany, do not go buy a light bright. I want one. Oh, I want one. Mama, what you? Yes, it was like what you do at a so-called field day. Okay. Competition and awards. Good to know. You didn't school me on something new because, baby, I ain't never heard Mayday, Mama. That sound like what they call out in the movies. I was not, damn, I promise you I was not. I just didn't know. I just didn't know. Mama going with the Etch a Sketch. Okay, okay. Anybody got any other advice they would give somebody 10 years younger than them? That's what I want to know. I never had a Walkman, but the this or that was a Walkman or iPod. I had a, why does iPod sound wrong? iPod. A Walkman or iPod. All I had was an iPod. So Tam said, also eat less fast food because it will catch up with you. It will catch up with you quick. Okay, with the Walkmans. Oh, you had money with the anti-skip for the CDs. Mama talking about thanks, Tam. Good old anti-skip. Why did I think a Walkman was something else though? What came before the Walkman? That's what I need to know. Because it was Walkman then iPod, correct? This is what I'm thinking about, Tam. Okay. So it was a Discman. What's the difference between a Walkman and a Discman? Because I did have the little thing you put your CD in, but I don't know my order. Okay. In between, is this in between this carry MP3 player in between? So we going from vinyl records to cassette tapes to CDs to iPods. Nope. To MP3 players to iPods. Is this our transition of technology? Because baby, who don't know? Mama, what came? Wait, where did the 8-track come from? 8-track was before? Y'all need to give me order. I'm stuck on order. Y'all give me order while I read Ashley's advice. If you can travel, I would encourage a yes. If you can travel, I would encourage a younger person to experience different cultures. Most definitely. That's where I was so grateful that I had someone older than me to take me underneath their wings. Because like I told mom, to experience other cultures at a younger age does something so good for you as a person. It makes you more well rounded and well versed. And I think that would be like something that I want to do if the Lord bless me with kids, to give them the experiences at a younger age, because I'm just limited to what I have here, what I've seen here. But to see other places and put some respect on them and their culture, I like it. Great advice, Ash. If you could go anywhere right now with money not being an option, where would you go? Let me know. Let me know. Tam said I had a Walkman with Tony Brass. Okay. Why can I hear you? Why can I hear you singing it right now, Tam? Oh, baby, you had the double side with the English on one and the Spanish on the other. Okay. Okay, so we have the 8-track, cassette, CD, MP3, iPod. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, this was the key information that I did not know. The Discman was CD and the Walkman was cassette. Heard. So I did have a Discman. Okay, that it. Advice from Aisha: stop copying others. Find your passion. That's the only thing that will work for you. Ash, not Ash. Aisha, I ran them your advice about coasting and floating and building your clientele at the beginning because all of it matters. It is definitely cheaper when you're younger count. That it is. That it is. Y'all had some amazing advice. Definitely something to sit in, to think on. And I think I would add to that also is to be okay with being different. That was something that younger Brittany did not appreciate because it was like I felt like I stood out the majority of my life. And it's like, this is different. Like the people I associate with are different. And to know at a younger age that it was okay to be different, I feel like that would make me be a little bit more confident in how I walk, how I did what I did, and even in my voice. Because when you don't know, yeah, I think that's an accurate statement. When you don't know who you are and you don't have that affirmation behind you, you then question those things about yourself. You talking heavy, Aisha. Stop taking on other people's personality because you, no, not because. Stop taking on other people's personality. Be you. It's room in the world for all of us to be who God made us to be. And that's that on that. I've had some great conversations with Aisha about this. And it's just like you think having what someone else has will make you better. And it's like, baby, that's not even you. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Because that may be the first thing that you need to investigate. So you trying to pick up what somebody else does just because you see how it comes out. But you grace for what you have. So sit in that one. Sit in that one. Tam agree wholeheartedly. Carrie said, stand out and shine. It's okay to be friends with the nerds. And it definitely is. Because they are the Bill Gates of the world. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I was one of those people that just got along with everybody, which made for some of the greatest connections in high school for me because I was able to connect with other people and I wasn't just stuck with one particular group. But I also think about Aisha because Aisha is that person. No matter where she goes, Aisha is that person. She is that light wherever she goes. And it's like, you can't be her. And you trying to be her is more draining to you than her just sitting there and being present in this space. So please know what you carry, the light that you carry, how you do what you do. I don't have the same light as Aisha when I go into a room, and it's okay. I'm going to show up authentically me. And as I show up authentically me, it's like, cool. Aisha finna make sure that everybody got drinks that's rolling with her, and I'm gonna be like, I'm just here having fun. Like I'm here for the vibes and the connections. And my connections may come in a different way than her connections, but I'm not ever going to be like, oh, let me steal Aisha's light because that's how she is. No, baby, day after day, authentic. The person that I see when I see authenticity is Aisha all day, every day. Count said the best person you can be is yourself. And that is a fact. That is a fact. Because you're trying to put on somebody else's. I was finna pull a mama real quick. You trying to go in the battle putting on somebody else's armor and it don't fit. So then you get in the middle of the battle when you're trying to figure out how you still got hit, but it wasn't built for you. Walk in your own. Do what you do. And know who you are in it. I'm just saying, it's just a fact. It's a fact. Carrie said, be yourself because everybody else is taken, and they are. Tam says, social media has made it easy for people to sit and compare and begin to morph their personalities to look like what they envy and even admire. And that's a fact. That is a fact. And it's like, no, we can see that you're not authentic. That's the other part of it. You think that you're putting on this show of like, oh, all of these bells and whistles, and nah, that's not you. It's not you. So can you show up authentically you? Plus, it's going to be less draining. I promise you it's less draining to be you and not have to put on this persona as you show up each and every day. It's like, nope, nope, nope. Oh, Aisha. And see, I could believe every word of that count because it's just who she is. I don't care where you see her. That is just Aisha. Period. Carrie said, deal with things versus suppressing it, hurting and struggling silent. Carrie, you about to hit me in my chest. I felt it. I felt it. There's so many times that we silently struggle out of the fear of how someone is going to look at you, the judgment that may come with it, and it's like, nah, handle it. The people pleasing part of me was the hardest part of being like, all I need you to do is address it, handle it, speak on it, and then you can get past it. But I'm in my head. I'm the story I tell myself. I done made up a whole scenario of what's going on over here. And it's like, Brittany, none of that was accurate. But if you would have addressed it, you could have saved your time, your energy, and your sleep. Because sleepless nights would be on the other side of that for me. And it's like, handle it. Handle it. Because I promise you, it's detrimental. Hey, Vaughn. How are you today, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Y'all started that. Y'all started that. All the love, all the love. Tam said, baby, we can definitely see when it's not authentic. And we can. And I think so many people are like, oh, they don't see it. We see it. We see it. That we do. No one has to know. No one has to know. At all. At all. Boom. I'm loving this. Any last minute advice? We got 7 minutes. Y'all, I made it. I didn't look at the time until just now. I'm like, oh, we're in our home stretch. What you said, Vaughn? I'm gonna have to put my answer to the younger self in the weekly vlog. Okay. You did. I should have. You messaged that to me as well. I bet you I can't pull it up quickly. No. That's all we cared about. We just wanted to see you, Vaughn. That's it. Go do what you do. Get settled in the house. I appreciate you for popping on. That I do. And blessing us with your presence as they be in church. But no, like, find out who you are. That's the thing I keep hearing. Know who you are, appreciate who you are. The comparison is not it at all. It's only going to hold you back. And that's why I say I will forever tell you, if there's a moment where a comparison is weighing on you like that, start unfollowing the people that you need to unfollow. Don't worry about their opinion of the unfollow. You're doing this for you, because you seeing that every day is not helping you at all. So when you get better, when you feel better, when you're in a better headspace, go right back, follow them as much as you need to, or don't. In the words of Auntie Tab, baby, that's your business. So leave that right there. Dante said TLC or SWV. I'm gonna have to go. Dang it, I don't know. I don't know. I love them both. I think I can't even tell you who I sang harder to. I'm only gonna go with TLC because that was the first CD I ever got. First CD I ever got was TLC. That's who I'm going with. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for jumping on. I'll jump on yours when I get off. Carrie with the TLC, Ashley with the TLC, Mama with the advice of no one can be better you than you. And stop pretending. Please stop. Please stop. Yes, ma'am. Ashley with the SWV. That is true. It definitely depends on what you're experiencing at the moment. Girl, yes, the famous Aisha here too. Like, it's the best part, Aisha, is when I'm headed to you and I'm talking to one of them and they was like, tell Aisha, hey, I'm like, I'm not gonna tell Aisha, hey, she don't know y'all. But the way I talk about you, we best friends in my head, Aisha. There we are. Oh, she keep me on point. There she do. And will get me right every time. But it's with the most love ever. And so that's why I appreciate her even more, because she gonna let me feel my feelings. She gonna let me cry in the chair, and then she gonna get me all the way together, day in and day out. Period. Period. Oh, you did. You did. You definitely did. Carrie, I need you to mind your business. I should be making sure that my hair that I do have be on point. Golly. And do Aisha know I be like, and Aisha will hype me up every time while you talking, Carrie. I love it. It's the best fun. I promise you, it's the best. I always tell her, I was like, it's a difference of just like, I don't even have my words. I enjoy my hour with Aisha. Like, our conversations are gonna be on point. I can run my business ideas with her. She gonna keep it real. She gonna get me together, and she gonna make sure I walk out looking the best that I can look. And she care about my hair. All of the things that matter. Point blank. Period. And do be cutting up, and she gonna hype me up every single time. She don't play about me. Okay, boom. It's 8:59. Last minute. Let me hit you with a hot beautiful. I ain't got nothing else because we didn't dropped all of our advice. Okay, let me wrap it all up. Hi, beautiful. I need you to know that you are amazing just the way you are. So, in the moments where you're starting to question yourself, do not question yourself. Please know what you carry. Please know what you carry, because you are simply amazing. You are created to uniquely walk the way you walk and do what you do, how you do what you do. So, in the moments that you just need to hold your chin up a little higher, adjust your crown, get yourself together, take the moment, get yourself together, and make sure that you walk out of the door with your head held high, and know that everything that's inside of you, the world needs. So be uniquely you. Be okay being different. Don't let comparison take you anywhere where it's not supposed to be. Do not let it take you anywhere that you are not supposed to be. You are amazing. I love you. And here we are, just unfolding this thing called life. I love you. See you on the next live. Bye.